Hey guys, GP Mushrooms. I'm going to show you guys how I store my dehydrated mushrooms. I'm sure like many of you, you probably tried sticking them in mason jars after you dehydrated them. And you put the lid on real tight and you open it up eventually and you find out they're not as crisp. They drew in some moisture. So I'm going to show you the proper way, or my way, of storing dehydrated mushrooms. Alright guys, as you can see, my mushrooms are already dehydrated. What I do is dry my mushrooms outside in the sun on a screen and I let them dry out completely. Then after that, I store them in these plastic bags until I get to, canning them up in some mason jars. As you know, since it's been sitting in this bag, they're going to draw in just a little bit of moisture. So I'm going to stick them on this pan. I'm going to put them in the oven for approximately 3 to 5 minutes at 225. I'll show you what to do after that. Alright guys, I just pulled my dehydrated mushrooms out of the oven. I did have my oven preheated at 225. Now what I'm going to do is stuff these mushrooms into this jar. I mean really stuff it. Push them on in there. Fit as many as you can get in there. I usually get approximately 63 grams for these little jars. Alright guys, I stuffed this jar really good with dehydrated mushrooms. I stuck the lid on real loose. Okay? Now, you don't want to cook these mushrooms, in the oven for really prolonged periods of time. You're just going to burn your mushrooms, and it's going to be a bad product. You don't want that. So now that I got my lid on here loosely, I'm going to stick it back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Alright guys, I just pulled my jar out. I had it in there for 5 minutes. Now I already tightened the lid up. And I pushed the button down, of course it popped in, but I did have to hold it for a while, being that it's not really, it hasn't been sitting in the oven for like an hour at 225, it takes a little bit longer. I had to walk around and hold this button in until it finally took. But I promise you it's airtight. When you crack it open, it's going to suck in air because it's really tight. And these mushrooms will stay dry. They're going to be good for up to a year. Honestly, I believe they're good for a lifetime, as long as you keep in the proper conditions. Probably no direct sunlight. And after you're done, this is your end product. This is us, GP Mushrooms. The mushrooms aren't burnt and it's properly sealed. You got a great product here. Now do me a favor, you guys, subscribe. Maybe click the link below. I am working on a website, showing you how you guys can make liquid culture, and you guys can order some spores. I don't have a lot of spores, but I'm working on my spore store. And God bless. You guys stay safe.